Hello, my beautiful souls. Welcome into a daily read for Saturday. As you can see, we're beginning with two pre-pulled energies, the confidence card as well as the success card. This Saturday is going to be very successful for you. There's a focus on you being good looking, having quality energy of flowing throughout this period and surrounding it to the point of easy successes coming to be left and right. You're going to remember a time rewinding back when you acquired something quite easily and in the right divine timing. Maybe it felt like it was last minute or delayed, but then the timing, when you think back to it, was on point. And so they're reminding you to trust in the flow of the changes within your world now and more so moving forward. There's a sense of there being a situation for some where things randomly switch up and you have to keep up with this. You have to adapt to it. You have to learn. Definitely for me, it's going to be my serving job, where people every week these days decide to shift the sauces around and stuff of that nature. And, management isn't always on the same page as far as rules and regulations and changes and whatnot. But for you, it definitely could be a completely different situation. I just heard looking groovy, looking groovy. You're going to be thinking about the meshing of your energy with other different types of energies. You may even find there's natural bonding and connecting taking place, but also your connection to something that's bringing you more success, maybe even assisting someone, if not multiple other people, with gaining success in their life. That connection between you and that situation is going to be a huge part of this time for you. Now, I also want to say that you're going to be quite poised, but then affected by energy. You're going to need to remember to, I'm hearing down a lot of water, all right, is the specific wording coming through. Please don't forget to hydrate your temple, all right, and your soul all the meanwhile. What else do we have from the Sacred Forest Oracle? The Wisdom and Gratitude card. I sense there's a gratitude, a very gracious way about you throughout this day, where you're feeling confident in regards to your ability to transform that gratitude and appreciation into more manifestation for yourself, more success. And I really sense that in the midst of all this gratitude and appreciation, once again, you're being viewed at as a wise owl. It's this wisdom that you have gained and are gaining more so now, for a lot of which I feel it's intuitive hits and spiritual downloads coming through. Maybe even confirmation is what I'm getting coming through. It's helping you succeed more, all right? You're confident throughout this day, specifically in regards to the wise way about yourself, right? The wisdom you hold. There's a sense of you knowing something that you have skill-wise at times can have its negativities or toxicity for some. For me, for example, I wouldn't be as skilled of a reader, a tarot reader, if I didn't have such an intense, wildly connected spirituality. I'm very plugged in. I'm sure that's nothing new for you to learn, but it does feel like that's what it's going to be for me. And of course, that has its negativities, its toxicities. Not every spirit is naturally a kind person or joining me or sticking with me to assist. Anyways, so it could be something else for you once again, but I wouldn't be surprised if it's actually your spirituality for some drawn to the reading, so we can relate on that. Okay, we're all spiritual beings in certain ways. But the growth card coming out because this Saturday is a time of growth. Your soul growth up until this point is shining bright, like the sun is what I'm hearing. And that definitely is intertwined with your confidence. I feel this collective has come a long way and been through a lot of crap. And finally, things are starting to pan out in certain ways. And you're just in the midst of which quite grateful for even the slip-ups, the difficulties, or at least for the most part, right? But I sense that they're saying walk towards the new, walk towards the change. I mean, it's another day where they keep wanting the word change to come up. I'm sorry if you're sick of hearing it, but let's move on to some tarot to continue for this Saturday. You're going to need to carry yourself very specifically, for some, in a very poised and confident way in order to remind people what you're made out of. I don't know why that's of true importance. Look at this. The Hanged Man coming through is you, at certain points, I want to say putting on a bit of a show, but you're hanging from the tree of your wisdom, your knowledge, your experiences, even your tree of spirituality for a lot drawn to the reading. And this is transforming into success, okay? There's an attractive quality about you in your own individual way, your own unique way. And that is definitely a huge part of this Saturday. Looking good, feeling good, and doing your best to transform your life quite simplistically, but also leaving you in the midst of which, but also more so after the fact with more complexity, if that makes sense. The Knight of Pentacles and the Sun card. It feels like they're saying there's absolutely no need to rush, and please remember that in the midst of certain levels of expectation stemming from yourself in regards to you and what you have to get done or choose to. But also when it comes to expectations within a situation, or, you know, when it comes to someone specifically, if not two or three at most. But it feels like, yeah, again, there's this sunny way about you, and you're just beaming in the midst of doing what feels necessary and maybe a little bit of what you want. You're going to as well remember when you learned about someone you shouldn't be trusting, and they're going to, your guides are going to be strategically pushing you to utilize strategy and be smart in regards to when you need to bite your tongue, when you should maybe realign your focus, distract yourself. And you may simply end up getting something done that you had to anyways. It feels like you're going to want to share what you have been going through, but then they're saying how much is too much, right? Where does the thin line lie for you? And you have experience at this point along your path in regards to, yeah, naturally crossing that thin line and oversharing, but as well when it comes to noticing when you're about to cross it and just calming it down in the talking department, the sharing department, and maybe look inward in that moment. But it does feel like this is meant to be, once again, a very successful day where there is somebody in your midst who is quite emotional, and it might be more than one person. It almost feels like two people, for some drawn to the reading, you know, swap in moods. It's like one's really happy, one's really miserable or sad, excuse me. Or maybe angry even. And then, you know, the next time you're wrapped up with them or intertwined with them, or even, you know, soon after that, in the midst of the same exact day, their moods, their energies swap. Very interesting. I'm hearing, can't we all just be on the same page? Okay. The Two of Pentacles and the Six of Wands and the Eight of Pentacles, you're going through this balancing act and you're creating victory for yourself. You're putting in the hard work and it's paying off. This is going to be a very confident, very skilled and accomplishing kind of Saturday where you are absolutely throughout it and by the end of the day successful. Absolutely amazing. So if this was truly helpful, I will see you next time.